All right. So the title for today is this. As you can see, the title of the video as well. The title says why most of the Indians study English for 10 plus years, or it can be whatever number, but some big amount of years, but still can't speak fluently. Right? They study English for so many years basically, but still they can't speak it. Uh, Speak fluently, to be precise. And there are so many people who can't even speak, barely, they can't even barely speak the language. And the biggest reason that I have found out is based on my own experience as well, and you guys will also be able to connect with it. uh, yeah. Uh, that see, studying something is a different thing. See, if we are talking about English language, so studying a language is a different thing, right? In studying, we are basically talking about, reading the literature, as we, read the literature, the lessons and everything, in school time, I'm talking about, right? Other than that, the most important thing that we study, that we think of is the most important thing, and that might help us in speaking this language, is grammar, English grammar. So we study grammar as well for many years, but still, when it comes to speaking, we are not able to speak. And I was also the same, uh, just like, just like these people, who have studied English language for years, but were not able to speak the language. I was also pretty decent at grammar. I always got some good marks in English subject whenever I was in school, till the time I was in school. But whenever it came to speaking, I mean, in the school time, it almost never came to speaking, because in my school, there was no culture of speaking in English language, to be very honest. I don't remember even once, not even a single instant was there, when, English was made compulsory for us. To speak in our school. It never happened. Although I was in English speaking school, but it never happened. I mean, in not English speaking school, I was in English medium, but English speaking was never in the culture of my school. uh, I had couple of subjects in English. Maths was in English, science was in English, and English was of course in English. But other than that, no other subject was in English. Remaining other subjects were in Hindi only. Even social studies was in Hindi. And as I mentioned again, I know I repeat things sometimes. English speaking was never in culture. It was never a part of the culture of our school. So this is why I couldn't start to speak English language, right? That was the thing. And this is the biggest reason. I hope you figured out. If you are paying some attention, you must have figured it out, that why we guys are not able to speak in English, because we don't practice speaking. We practice writing, we practice reading, we practice listening as well. And because we have practiced listening as well, this is the reason why, so many people are able to understand the other person, or what the other person is saying in English, but they are never able to respond back in English, just for this reason that they have not practiced speaking. And there is a saying that practice makes a man perfect, but practice makes a man perfect in only that thing which he or she has practiced. So we become great or perfect at only that particular thing that we practice. If we will practice reading, we are going to become a perfect reader. There is nothing like perfect in this world, but what I'm trying to say is better or good or great, right? So if you practice reading, you will become a very good reader. If you practice writing, you will become a very good writer. If you practice listening, you will become a very good listener. By doing all these three things, you are never going to become a speaker, because if you practice speaking, then only you become a very good speaker. So in order to become a speaker, we just have to practice speaking, and this is the area where most of the people lack, and this is the mistake that most of the people commit, that we don't practice speaking. And as soon as I realized this basic thing in my life, that okay, in order to become a speaker, in order to become a better speaker rather, I will have to start speaking. Because if I don't speak, no matter how many words I know, I know a lot of people, who have got great vocabulary. They know a lot of words, way more than words than even many of the native speakers know. Yes, there are so many people who know a lot of words, but just by knowing words, you're not going to become a speaker. Let me give you a very example so that you will be able to resonate with it or connect with it. We guys speak Hindi, right? I hope most of the people watching this video must be speaking in Hindi or any of your regional language. So let's keep Hindi as an example for now. So in Hindi, we speak Hindi each and every single day, and we have been speaking Hindi for years, and with everybody we speak Hindi only. But it doesn't mean that we know all the words of Hindi language or so many words of Hindi language. Still, we come across a lot of Hindi words, and I can put, or anybody good at Hindi can put many words in front of you you might not have even heard of. You might not have even heard of. Trust me. Forget about knowing the meaning of those words. Right. So does that mean we can't speak Hindi? Does that mean we don't know Hindi? We don't know how to speak Hindi? Of course, that doesn't mean that. Of course, we don't know the meaning of those particular words, but still we speak Hindi. Same goes for English and same goes for any other language. In English, there are so many words, so many words. I don't even know how many words are there. And there are people who know a lot of words, way more than me and way more than the native speakers even, but they are not able to speak this language. If they are asked to speak for even a minute at a single stretch continuously, they're they're like, oh, it's a pretty daunting task, it's a pretty difficult task for me. That's what they will think. And that's exactly what I'm trying to say. In order to become a speaker, you will have to practice speaking, no matter for how long you have been studying a language. You might have been studying a language for 10 years or even 20 years or even 50 years. Yes, you might study a language for even 50 years and still can't speak that language. Yes, these are the kind of scenarios that happen with people, and this is the same thing that has been happening with a lot of people. This is the thing that has happened with me as well. Only speaking alone will make you a better speaker. Listening is very good. When it comes to speaking, listening is, you can say, the backbone. It is the backbone when it comes to speaking, because till the time you don't listen to something, how can you know how a word is pronounced, how to say a particular thing, right? For example, don't you know that? If you have heard this line, don't you know that? So if you are reading don't you know that, okay, I have to speak it like this, I have to pronounce it like this. Don't you know this? Otherwise you might pronounce it in any of your own way, or you might not even know how to speak it out, right? So listening is an exceptional thing, and as I put it, that it is the backbone when it comes to speaking. But listening will give you the content in your head, right? Because once you start to listen, that continuous listening will put content in your head. You will have words, you will have phrases, you will have context and everything. But till the time you don't throw them out of your mouth, till the time you don't practice, till the time you don't speak them out, they are just going to remain in your head. And this is the exact reason why people understand a lot, because the thing is there in their head, but they're not able to speak it out because they have not practiced it. They understand pretty well, but they can't speak it pretty well, right? And today, I was at a level where my English was absolutely zero. My spoken English was absolutely zero. Uh, and I kind of decided, okay, I just have to get better at this language. And how can I do it? I also made a lot of mistakes because the guidance was pretty negligible, or pretty less. And even if it was, the courses and the classes and everything, it costed a lot, and I couldn't afford, to be very honest. And maybe I was not very much interested as well, because I never took English seriously in my initial years, right? But as soon as I realized that speaking practice is the savior, I started practicing speaking, even for 2 to 3 minutes every single day. But if you do practice speaking consistently on an every single day, consistently, the consistency should be there, even if you are doing it for 2 minutes or even 1 minute, or even 1 minute, right? So even if you're doing it for 1 or 2 minutes, but if you do it on a daily basis, you talk about anything that you are interested in, and if you do it consistently, the topics must differ. You must change the topics each and every single day. you will start to notice significant difference. I'm not saying you will become a fluent speaker in a matter of few weeks or a couple of months only, just with the help of 1 or 2 minutes of practice. No, I'm not saying that. But you will improve a lot. I mean, you will become a way better version of yourself in a matter of 1 to 2 minutes, one not minutes, 1 to 2 months. If you practice for 1 to 2 minutes each and every single day, that's what I'm trying to say. You just have to do it on a daily basis, and you will start to feel more comfortable than you are right now. Just listen to me, trust me. Do this practice for at least 2 minutes per day. 2 minutes is something that everybody can do, and change the topic each and every single day. But don't keep the same topic, don't speak out the same thing each and every single day. Just change the topics each and every single day, and do it for 1 month, max 1 month. And tell me, you can come back in this in the comment section of this video, and you can tell me whether you're feeling some good change or not. And imagine if you continue to do so, just like SIP, and if you continue to increase the duration of practice as well. Like now you're doing for 2 minutes, you can stretch it to 5 minutes after a month. It will become easier for you. You might stretch it to even 10 minutes as well, right? It will be easier for you. And just continue to do that practice, and imagine what you are going to do, how you're going to speak in a matter of few months from now, from today. Start it today as well, today itself, right? I'm running short of time today because I have to go somewhere. I have some important tasks to do, some important work to do, to go outside. So I think now I'll have to take a leave. If you guys want to have a one-on-one practice session with me, if you guys want to speak with me, and you can consider me your buddy, to speak English with, to practice your spoken English with, and I will also enjoy and love to talk to you over a video call. Link is in the description, and same links are in the pinned comments as well. So go check them out, and whichever suits you the best. I highly suggest you to save your time. Time is the most important thing. Trust me, money is something, if you lost today, you can get it back tomorrow. You can get many times more money back tomorrow. Yes, but if you lose time, even a second can't be taken back, right? No matter how much money you spend, you can't get back that even single second once it is lost, right? So time is has that importance. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. I repeat, don't waste your time. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to say or share on any damn thing that is there in your head, you can leave that in the comments, and I will definitely love to respond to you. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.